How are you guys doing today? This is Darius, and I have Thaddeus here for another episode of the Why Did I Incarnate podcast with Darius and Thaddeus. Well, Darius and Thaddeus. Yes, I'm Darius as Thaddeus.
What if I want to be Darius today?
No.
Why can't I be Darius today?
I mean, look. You look at this. Look at that. Darius. That.
I see amazingness right here.
See, I'm wearing glasses so I can truly see. I think you might need a pair of glasses.
I mean, take the glasses off though.
Okay. I look even better. But yes, you guys, how are you guys doing today? You're not Darius.
This is Darius Mills today, and this is Thaddeus with a microphone.
Interesting. I don't know him, but yes. So this podcast is going to be discussing how to get your how to what are we even talking about? Let me check the title because I don't even know at this point. Getting to know the real you. That's what we're discussing apparently. Getting to the real you. What does that mean? As you all know, this podcast focuses on spiritual discussions, existential topics, and things of that nature. How to be the creator, how to utilize your innate gifts to create, and getting to know the real you essentially implies that you're getting to know the authentic part of you that is a creator. But what is that creator creating? Because I feel like if you're watching this, you already know you can do some of the things we discussed in the previous podcasts. But if you're watching this now, I feel like you're meant to see this now. So we're at that point where we're not necessarily saying, hey, you're a creator, but we're now saying, hey, as a creator, what are you creating? Creator, what are you creating? That was, that's old, new. What are you creating as a creator? How do you create? What do you want to create? You have to get to know you better. How do you get to know you? Well, I'm going to share some things I've been going through this past week. A friend of mine who might come through on the podcast. I don't know if he's going to, I know he wants to be interviewed, but I don't know if he's going to show up today in the live chat so you guys can know. But Jason, he's a good friend of mine. I literally met him physically, at least in this life. 2 weeks ago, we hung out twice. This past Thursday and the Thursday before that. And we were just been like, we're talking every single day, having intuitive conversations, things of that nature. And what we both realized is that we're both going through very deep sheddings of ideologies and ideas of who we think we are, but that's not who we naturally exist as. For me, it's a matter of my perspective on my body and self-love and self-compassion and releasing self-judgment and things of that nature. And it's being at peace with where I am, knowing where I'm going. Because I know I've been working out lately. You might notice I lost weight in this video. I noticed for sure. I'm just looking at myself from last Thursday. I've lost some weight. I weigh myself daily, so I also know that weight. But I've just been coming into more who I am. I used to go to the gym. I realized that wasn't for me. Even while working out, I felt like, okay, when is this going to end? Yes, I'm seeing great results, woo, but when is this going to end? I want to go home. I don't want to be here because I don't mind working out at home. And I think a part of the reason why working out at home works for me is because I'm authentically coexisting in a space that speaks to me authentically. I'm in a better space mentally, energetically. I feel like I have more freedom. I feel like I'm not on anyone's watch other than my own. I usually work out outside too. So I'm like, I'll be in my backyard or whatever. I don't have a backyard. It's like a side yard, I guess, or a front yard. I'll do that in the hood, mind you. So it's like people driving by and whatnot. But that's what I do. I go running in my streets. I do plyometrics, which is essentially jump training in the neighborhood and whatnot. And I've noticed that I found so much more liberty, or is it liberation from working out in my home, because I naturally exist in the space I'm most comfortable in. I naturally exist in this space that speaks to me. And what I've noticed that a part of this shedding is essentially just being aware of the things that naturally work for me. And going to the gym does not work for me. It doesn't work for me. It's a mission to get there. I have to take a lift to get there. I'm paying for this. I'm paying to be stressed. Why? Why am I doing this? Because I thought I had to. And that's what I'm getting rid of. Thinking I have to do things that don't coexist with my heart. Because what I'm wanting to do, I want to be a real ninja. That's my physical fitness goal, to be a ninja. I want to be doing fucking backflips. I want to be doing some crazy shit. And so that's what my physical fitness regimen is at this point in time, to become a ninja. So I've been eating dried fruits. I've been guided by my spirit guides. I've been inquiring with them to see what I can do to get to this place of a ninja. And of course they said, speak to the lifetime where you were a ninja. What was he doing? What kind of meditation was he doing? He was doing candle meditation. So now I bought some candles. I put lavender oil on them for peace. Lavender is always usually used in spirituality for like peace and soothing stuff. So I put lavender on there, write my name on the candle, put lavender, because that way the candle is in tune with my own energy. I light the candle, then I stare at the candle, and I literally just stare, and I'm just meditating. That's how I'm tuning into that energy. Something else I do is while running, I'll focus energy in certain parts of my body, like on my big toe, or my pinky toe, or just dip my feet, or my arch, or my heel, or whatnot. I'll do some of that, and I've been connecting with this past lifetime, and of course, what this energy was saying is that essentially, I already am a ninja. It's just a matter of reawakening that part of me, you know. And I know that might sound crazy. Oh, you want to be a ninja? No, it's not really crazy at all. It's authentically who I am and authentically what I want to exist as. So you have to ask yourself, what part of you are you wanting to be, and what part of you doesn't want you to be that way? Figure out which one is authentically you. Are you wanting to be a ninja and you feel like, no, that's weird, I can't do that? Get rid of that. That's what the shedding is. This past week, I've been doing a lot of shedding about personal beliefs. Wanting to be a ninja, working out, yes. But another thing is, I self-love is something that I've always focused on or lacked, in my opinion. At least that's being brought to my awareness now, because I'm very cognizant, I'm very perceptive, I'm very in tune with the energy around me, I'm very in tune with my own body, I'm very physically analytical. I know I'm very detailed, extremely fucking detailed. And I in the past, growing up, I've always used these intuitive gifts in the wrong way. I've used them to notice the things that I don't like about myself and about others. And it was very easy for me to change that perspective about others and notice things I do like. That was very easy. That took nothing. But to do that with myself is something I'm maybe just scratching the surface of self-love. Removing the analytical mind and not focusing on the bad of my body and focusing on the good. Because I'm fine as fuck. That's how I feel, honestly. And a friend of mine, a high school friend of mine, came last Saturday. We had brunch at City Place. I don't know if whatever. It's like the downtown area of West Palm Beach, basically. We had brunch, and she was saying, I was telling her about someone I had a crush on, someone I liked, and she immediately said, "Oh, knowing you, he must be fine as hell." And I thought of that. Like, yes, that is so true. Why do I only go for the fine as niggas? Because I'm fine as fuck myself. I've always known that internally, but I didn't get that. The ego part of me didn't get that. So I'm shedding that belief that I'm very attractive, so I can attract extremely attractive men. And ever since then, I've been noticing extremely attractive people everywhere I go. Gay or straight, don't matter. But niggas have been fine everywhere I go. And I feel like I wanted to find niggas. I feel like my standards are fine as fuck. Like, if you're fine as fuck, I like you. Ethnicity, these things don't matter to me, but I feel like you are presenting yourself in a vibration that I can coexist with, because that is who I naturally exist as. And I'm only being able to manifest these great things like that is because it is authentically me. So when something that is authentically you resonates, it resonates in ways that you can't possibly imagine, because it's coming from a place of in here, in your heart space, in your core, where you come from, really, because we're all love and yada, yada, yada. But when you are trying to do something that you aren't really in tune with, you can get it done, but the work you're having to put into it is work. It doesn't feel authentic. It doesn't feel good, because you're working at it, as opposed to just following that path that speaks to you. And by following that path that speaks to you, it's so much easier to manifest great things and great successes and joys, because all parts of you are in tune with that path. You see how easy that is to just be in tune with the path? But what is your path to be in tune with? You have to figure that out first. So how do you get to know yourself? What do you want to do? What have you seen on TV that, you know what, that looks fun as fuck? I want to do that. Maybe it's the person you want to do. What is stopping you from doing that person? Is it the perspective you have of yourself? Is it the belief system you have of yourself? Is it the belief system that this person is interested in you? Why not? Why are they interested in you? Why can't they be? Why does that not happen? I feel like right now, how do I say this? I'm intuitive. I kind of know my future for the rest of the year. I know it's coming. I know exactly what I need to do. Done. I know that. And the love interest that is coming to my life is fine as fuck. Like, when I first saw this dude, I'm like, that nigga's fine as shit. And the second I found out he was interested in me, I'm like, oh, he's mine. Done. Just because I'm me. But even as I say that, a part of me was like, oh, I don't know. I'm intuitive. Maybe I'm getting this intuitive things incorrect. But I'm not. And nor am I now. I wasn't back then, but nor am I now. So why is it that the mind, even though I fucking knew this dude was for me, I knew it. I knew he was, just guaranteed. Why does the mind not want you to know? Because the mind isn't you. The mind doesn't exist as you. You're shedding that. So what I've been doing this past week is just shedding different parts of me. Self-love and self-compassion are things I'm focusing on, because I'm shedding back underneath the layers of the onion. And as you pull back, you get to the core of that onion. At the core, it's self-love. It is self-compassion. But I have to reinforce that. Not even reinforce it, honestly. I just have to allow it. Yes, I don't reinforce the self-love. I just have to allow it, because it's already there. I just have to find myself not getting in the way of something that already exists. Because the love is already there. I'm already loving myself. It's just I'm putting things in front of the self-love that takes precedence in my life. But I'm putting it there. So once I be aware that, oh, I don't need to put anything there, I just, the love flows. And I've been noticing myself, I'm noticing how much easier it is for me to lose weight. I've lost like so much weight in the past few days loving myself than I've ever lost trying to like run and do this and work out and do all this crazy stuff, because I'm becoming more in tune with who I naturally am. Love. We naturally exist as love. It's hippie. I know it is the truth. Love yourself and tell me how good that feels. Try that right now. What do you love about yourself? I love my skin tone. I love my jawline. I love these glasses. I love my eyebrows. I love my eyes. I feel like my eyes, like I can see through people with these eyes. My eyes are extremely fucking intuitive. You know, I love my bracelets. I love just the way I love my life. Right now, I use coconut oil all on my body. Whenever I do that, I feel luxurious as fuck. It's more of a physical practice to remind myself of my love. What I also do is when I look in the mirror, I stick my belly out. Like I push it out as far as I can. Because I kind of deem that me at my worst. So if I can love that part of me naturally, then, you know, I'm good. The worst of me I can love. What else is there? You know? So I'm wanting you guys to do the following. Get in touch with who you are. Who are you? I know who I am. I'm this, I'm that. Write it down. Write it down. And all the things that you write down, if you don't get excited about it, it is not you. Done. Just that simple. Whether that's a good trait or a bad trait, it's not you. Truly, it is not you. But you won't know until you experience that. You won't know until you go through that. So how are you going to go through it? You're going to write down a list of all your personal traits, a list of all the things that speaks to you, all the things you want to do, all the things you see others are doing that you want to do, and do them. And see, well, first, don't necessarily just do them, but first figure out why it is you want to do it. What about it? If your answer is it's fun as fuck, that is that is honestly the only answer I'm looking for. It's fun as fuck. I can do that. Why not? It's easy. It sounds like a good idea. That's all the reason you need to do something. So why not do that? But yeah, this podcast is essentially, make sure I got the title right, because I've been talking like for a good 10 minutes about what? Getting to know the real you. That's what this is about. Getting to know the real you. And I've been getting to know the real me. And I'm realizing that I don't need 5 pages of appreciation. I used to do that before, like I'd write, I appreciate the sky, I appreciate the moon, just so I can be like a positive space. I don't do that anymore, and I've never felt better as a result of it. I'm back to being vegan for the most part. Like I still dip and dab in dairy and whatnot, and I understand the process. And with time, I will become fully vegan. But I am making conscious efforts to become more vegan. I am taking care of my skin now. I feel like my skin is clearer than it's ever been before. You know, I've been managing my money better. I just got some fantastic internet. So for those of you who know me from my personal YouTube channel, intuitivechannelsareus.com, I'm going to start doing HD videos live. Before I was doing like low quality. Like this quality is phenomenal to what I was doing in my own home. You know, I couldn't commit to the level of to the quantity of videos I was putting out. So now what I'm going to do is make sure that I space myself out once a week. And before I was like, okay, if I put out 10 videos this week, I'll make my money. You know, I can get to X amount of views and then I can make X amount of money. No, that's silly. I need to enjoy the process. I need to enjoy the act of creating itself and allow the result from that to create as a result of that, as opposed to just trying to focus on the result, focus on the process of the result. Because everything we do is process oriented, right? I discuss this all the time. Everything we do is a process. We're creating from a place of creation, really. And the result is just something that it's already there. You have the result when you first get the idea, that feeling you have. You also have the result when the idea is created. But once the result comes, what do? You want to do more. You want to create something else. So that's another process that you have to go through. And I didn't realize this at the time. So my YouTube channel, I'm just putting out videos constantly, trying to get stuff out, quality stuff. But it was just too much and I burnt out. And I didn't touch my YouTube for a while, but now I'm going to get back into it. I don't know what kind of video I'm going to do. I know it's going to be live. I know it's going to be fun. For those of you who know us from the Peace Stealer, I'll also be doing videos with him very shortly. I'm going to say within a few weeks, which is really awesome. I'm really excited about that. I'm going to contact him so I can make sure the exact date, so I can let you guys know. I can inform you guys when you can go on his channel to watch me on his channel. You can also watch me on this channel and my personal YouTube page on intuitivechannelsareus.com. Something awesome I'll be doing very shortly is I'll be doing a downloadable PDF titled How to Intuitively Channel. I feel like not everyone wants a $30 reading. I'd rather do like a $5 PDF. That way you have access to this at all times. You're more than welcome to email me questions about these things. Because as you all know, I'm intuitive. I utilize my intuition all the time. I am one to say that we are all intuitive, and I want you to understand that. And part of the shedding I'm doing is being aware of my desire to teach and to profess my knowledge and love of spiritual nature, and being at peace with that. Being at peace with the spiritual part of me, you know? So yes, it's pretty much my week in a nutshell. I've been shedding. I've been doing intuitive stuff all the time. I'm trusting my intuition. I'm no longer afraid of dark energy because I now love dark energy, knowing that dark energy isn't dark, that our energy is of the same perspective you give it. You know, it's all the same thing to me. Dark energy, it's light, whatever. I feel like I've evolved greatly in this past week, greatly. So yeah, my life has just been basically this me shedding and getting to know the real me. Because once I uncover these skins of me that don't exist, that I put in my mind over the course of my 26 years in this physical realm, I can then realize that I'm not all of what I thought I was. You know, I'm actually so much more than that. And I'm starting slowly but surely, though, starting to understand who I truly exist as. And I'm excited to share that journey with you. Anything you want to say, Thaddeus? Well, of course, there's plenty you want to say. I'm assuming you haven't spoken thus far.
Well, first off, giving you guys a heads up, I may have to run in the house to go do something. So now you know.
See, Darius should never do that. Thaddeus, yes. Darius, no.
Well, this is kind of my house, and the one who paid the bills around here need help with something right quick. Unless Darius want to go do that for me.
I don't.
Okay, all right, thought so. But my week, how to get to know yourself. I mean, first off, I got my game Assassin's Creed Origins. In love with that game. So
before you say something, Sheena Love says, "Hey,
oh, what's up? How's it going?
Make sure we talk to the people. You know, the people are very important."
Was just talking about that, and that's what's up. Mm-hmm. Tell Amber I said hello, by the way, Shanita. So with me, yeah, I got my new game, Assassin's Creed Origins, and how does this come into the podcast is I really love games because I always talk about like exploring different worlds and whatnot. So being able to go into a world of like a video game for me is just, I love the creativity. In my early journey, I wasn't playing games for like a few years, and it was kind of like really messing me up. And I learned on my journey is that I actually need video games for myself because it's I'm a visual person, and also I do a lot of stuff with my imaginations and creativity. So video games are like a visual stimulant for me, and it does a lot of, I don't know, it just does a lot for me. I get super excited. Like I think of a game, I'm like a kid. So what I've just been noticing is like in this game, Origins, it's in Egypt and stuff like that. So there's always these cool things that like, you know, I've always learned about Egypt. So it's just like I've heard about the Book of the Dead. I heard about, you know, Osiris, Amun, you know, all those cool different things. You know, I'm pretty sure everybody heard, you know, the whole Egyptian thing where I think like when you die or whatever, your heart is like measured on a scale, you know, with a feather and stuff like that. All these cool things. So I read about it, but now that I'm playing the game, I'm experiencing that what I learned in the game visually and creatively and all types of cool stuff. So it's just like I just getting really excited. It's reminding me of like, gosh, I'm like a little kid again. And I love that for myself. So that was just one thing I was thinking of when he was talking about, you know, getting to know himself more and things he learned. And that was like, what, I got this game, recently. So within a week.
I think Wednesday.
Wednesday. Whenever the 27th was. Friday.
Oh, it's Friday. Okay.
Yeah. So I got it Friday at midnight. And yeah, so I did that. And I don't know, I've just been loving that. That's kind of majority of where I've been. But what I've been experiencing, getting to know myself, again, all my stuff is always internal. So just to even begin with what's happening internally is that the first thing I was telling Darius this, I was like, so what I've been going through in my meditations is like, I've been having to learn to not grow, but to evolve more. And I always say that, but just to give the details, like I have, okay, first body is this body, what you see. Thaddeus, the hair, you know, dark skin, whatever. The six senses, well, actually, there's other different senses, but we're not going to get on that. But here, earth, whatever. And so in meditation, I had to learn to evolve or transcend into another body, which is like part of this whole process. And this other body, when I'm in meditation, it's like I'm in this big, like, I don't know, I'm like an orb. I can't really give you the definite size because in meditation, it's just, yeah, whatever. And it's like a gold orb. And it's just like my awareness is completely different. It's just like there's no body. So it's kind of, it's as if like if someone took your body away and you have your brain and you can see and all that and sense, that's kind of it. So it's like loose or whatever. But I can experience things differently. So like one of the things I was telling him was that if I wanted to be aware of, let's just say a tree, God dang it. If I wanted to be aware of a tree, in that body, awareness comes first and then sight follows the awareness. So what I mean is when I'm here, I can't really show you because I'm looking at a tree like behind us, in front of us, is like if you want to look at a tree in front of you, on the left side, right side, and behind you, you kind of have to look, turn your head, and turn around. So in this other body, it's a matter of, okay, be aware of both those 4 trees. And then next thing you know, my sight will make it happen where I can see them all at the same time in a way that I couldn't do it in this body. So that's just something I had to get used to, like being able to feel ish in that body. So it's just like getting used to a whole new body. So that was part of like, that whole state. So I had to learn more about that. And that's been helping me to understand stuff differently, see things in a different way. Like in ways that I do here, it's just like, okay, if I could do that there, I can do that here in some way. Cause I always like to think, okay, I do all this like stuff. I'm doing all this evolving. I'm doing all of this, but I'm like, so what is it doing for me here? Like sometimes I do that. So that allows me to be aware of how to use what I just learned in deep meditation to my everyday life. So that's just been helping me see things in a different way, and also my perception of things as well. Also during this whole journey, I just been learning more from my, I guess you can say, spirit animals. My first one was my wolf, and that was helping me with like the heart. And then recently it was my hawk, and he was helping me with my perception and just looking past the way I see certain things and all of that. And after a few days, some time ago in the week, it was like my lesson was kind of done with him. So the next lesson was to learn from my dragon. And I haven't talked to my dragon in like God knows how long, but it's, yeah. But before I could even talk to my dragon, I had to go into like this other body of mine that I had to learn how to get into. So as I'm getting into this other body, which is very different, I really am, it may be weird for me to even try to describe it, but yeah, in this third body, it's like I had to, when I was kind of confused on how to attain this state. So I was asking the universe, and the universe was like, both of bodies have to be asleep in order to reach the third body. And I was like, what? But then I thought about it. I was like, okay, wait, sleep. What's close to sleep? A deep meditation. Okay. Deep breathing, almost. Okay. And then I was like, okay, I can get that for the first body, but the second body was like, how do I meditate in a completely different body at the same time? So that was pretty fun because it was like, this is challenging for me. But anyways, I did it. And then I was able to reach this third state or this body or whatever. And once I reached it, it was just like very weird. Like it was just like, okay, I have no idea what I'm looking at. I don't know what I'm experiencing right here. This is interesting. And I loved it because it was just weird. So when I was there, the best way to describe it was like, at first it was kind of like, imagine you're like light itself, but anything that you thought of in that specific moment, whatever, was all like projected around you. So it was like if you were surrounded by, like, we're gonna use Naruto, if you were surrounded by a bunch of shadow clones, those were your thoughts. But I had learned that that was happening because I haven't fully attained that state yet. So I had to go deeper. But what that, for me to get to that state, I had to, as it was said, I had to focus on the purity of my essence. And then once I focused on that, then I was able to really like excel in that state. And then it just got higher and higher and higher, or deeper and deeper, deeper. And next thing you know, it's kind of like there's like no body. There no, as in no body, I mean like there's no whatever. It's just pure consciousness, just pure that. And again, that's like a whole new, I'm gonna call it a body, though there is no body, whatever. But it's just like that whole state of things. And that was the only way that my dragon could like communicate to me, because he's been doing his thing. So I had to do my thing to reach that state. So I've been in this whole state. And when in this state, it's, I guess it's the, I forgot how he worded it, but it's like this purity state or whatever. When there is not a sense of you're being guided, it's more of a, you reach a state where both parties, me and my dragon, we're coming from a pure place. So he's not really guiding me, he's mostly sharing. And it's like, it's no, I don't question it. It's like, because you're in this state, it's like everything is pure. So there's not really a need to question it, because you just get it there. I'm still learning on how to work on that. But yeah, so when he was telling me stuff, it was just, you know, he was just sharing. He was saying that, like, I'm just going to share with you. It's not going to be me guiding you. It's sharing. And then basically you get it, and then you experience it. You do it here, then experience it, you know, through life. I'm just saying it in a cute, nice way, because he was saying it in a deep way, but that's just the gist of it. So that's kind of what I've been going through. And one of the things that he has just been telling me is just like, I just kind of pretty much need to go basically to another, I'm not going to say level, but another stage maybe. I don't know. I need to go to a completely different space. We're just going to say that I need to go to a completely different space than I have been before. But instead of it just being happening meditations, like, okay, now you need to experience it. And it was kind of confusing at first, because I was just like, I don't get it. And he was basically, here we go. But what he said was to me, now I don't know if this applies to everybody, but it's just what he said to me. So he said, light is, oh, look at you. You official.
Really?
He getting calls, y'all. He's getting, oh no, that's my mom. She's calling you. Yeah, I think she's calling you.
Hello? Yes, how are you?
My mom's calling.
We're on the patio.
My mom's calling Darius.
All right, I got you.
What happened?
Told you to go.
Okay. What was the last thing I said? What he was about to say? Remind me what the dragon was about to say.
Oh, okay. In the meantime, yeah, Shanita, I did like a mini reading in the meantime for you. I feel like you're about to start a new project, or you're kind of like brainstorming for a new project. And I'm getting that you're guided towards a certain thing, but you aren't doing it, but you're being guided towards something better. Like, I'm seeing you like on a drawing board, you like writing stuff down, then like a spirit guide comes through and they erase what you put and they did something else. And they're wanting you to do that instead of what you thought was originally best for you. So look deeper into that. Shanita, what are you like, what are you about to start working on? And what are you like brainstorming right now? Because they're wanting you to go deeper into it. Because you're getting on the surface level, but you aren't truly diving into it. So what is that, Shanita? What is that? What is that? But yeah, how you guys doing today? I guess I'll, Thaddeus is doing what he does. And yeah, shedding some cool stuff. If you guys have any questions in the meantime, feel free to inquire below. Okay, you've been writing music. Let's see. So why are you writing the music? Why? I'm seeing you writing it as if it's supposed to be this. It's supposed, whatever this is, you're writing it as if it's supposed to be this, but your guys want you to just write it because it is something as what it's supposed to be. Don't make it supposed to be something, but let it come from here. Let it be authentically you. Okay, I don't feel like this is like a major life-changing kind of reading I'm giving you right now, but I just try to tune into something, and that's what I got. It's your highest good to know. Okay, I also called to check up on a job app I submitted today. It's a project you're doing by yourself, something you're doing on your own, because you're at a bench, and I'm seeing you like with a drawing board writing stuff. And then your guys are erasing it, and they're saying, "No, do this instead." Whatever it is you intend to do, whether it's music or something else, tune into your spirit guides. Can you do that, Shanita? Do you know how to tune into your spirit guides? You know who they are? Let me see if I can do like a reading for the upcoming week. Okay, so I'm seeing someone, whether it's me or someone else, I'm seeing someone over a cliff diving into water. And as they dive, there's like a layer of self expectations and things that we're supposed to do and things we think we should do. And then I'm seeing the person dive through that and get down to the core of who they are. So that's basically like a visual representation of what this podcast is about. So this upcoming week, you're going to be shedding things. You're going to be getting rid of things that don't pertain to who you are because they aren't you. Be aware of that and be at peace with that. Know that this lifetime isn't your only lifetime. You're actually living lifetimes, I don't know what's the right word for this. You're living lifetimes not consecutively, not consistently, at the same, basically, whatever at the same time means. Coexisting, whatever. Lifetime here, lifetime there, same time. If lifetime A is going through something, you're going to feel it in lifetime B. So if you have these emotional upbringings or emotional things that don't serve you, it isn't necessarily you, but a version of you, and it's not to be taken to heart, because that even that version that is undergoing that is removing that from themselves, not now knowing it isn't who they naturally exist as.
I'm back. Sorry, y'all. My mom was trying to fight me out in public and stuff like that. So I was about to get these hands, out here in front of our neighbors outside, because she thought she grown. But I'm back now, so I ain't fight her.
Good. I'm feeling myself right now.
We ain't talk about you. We talk about how to fight my mama. She might come out. She might come out here, y'all, and act up. But I ain't gonna fight in front of y'all.
Are you sure?
No, you can go get your own though. It's in the fridge. Okay. So, was I interrupting anything?
No, I finished quickly. I was giving like a reading for the week, and I was going to talk to you about something.
Oh, okay. What was I saying? Dragon. Oh, yeah. Okay. So yeah, my dragon basically was saying to me, he was saying that light. God dang it! I want to make sure I get it exact. I have to get
it down. That's good.
Yeah, I always write stuff. I always write it down every time. I don't know if you guys do this, but every meditations, I have to. I not all of them, but I document my meditations. It helps me to retrieve and get stuff.
Sheeta says, "I'm thankful for that. I was able to paint a picture of all that came through. Wonderful." Because you were like kind of painting in what I was seeing. You weren't like painting, but it was like a drawing board. But you were at like a pond. It was like sometimes my guides do is they'll give me like a environment, and they'll use that for like a few weeks, and then I get a new environment. This environment for this current moment is like outside in front of a pond, but like on the surface of a canvas. Like it's interesting, but it's interesting they say paint. That's very interesting. She also says she's been feeling all of that, and there's a kind of huge war there, tug of war there. Well, know that don't tug. There's no war. Don't tug. Just let it be.
You don't like the whole microphone.
Don't tug. Just let it be. There's no tug at all. Just allow. Just, you know what? Forget it. If you ever feel like you're in a pissy mood, forget it. Forget about the pissy mood. Watch TV. Do something else. Allow the great space to be there, and it will be there. Okay? Wow. Are you ready, boy?
Yeah, I'm ready. Don't get hit. Anyways, yeah. So yeah, like I was saying, like with the whole dragon and stuff, my dragon pretty much said to me that like light is an illusion, consciousness is truth, and that to elevate my consciousness past the light that I emit. So that's kind of been something I've been kind of on for a bit. I haven't really gone too deep into it too much because I ain't gonna lie, I've been playing Assassin's Creed, but
Right.
I'm gonna get to it eventually. I will. I'm gonna get to it. You're not. Anyways, yeah, so that's kind of been stuff that's been going on with me. It's just been internal stuff, and that's kind of like where it has been, just like understanding these whole different bodies, and just also understanding that. Actually, yeah, this is something I could say. Getting to know me, shit. Honestly, there's some things that I've had to learn with a lot of people that's been around me when I talk about like certain stuff with meditations, is that you gonna go through some stuff by yourself that probably some people have never heard of.
Oh, yeah.
And sometimes like I'm always put in this position like I is it 3 positions? I'm sometimes in 3 positions that it's like I want to say it, but it's like
doggy style or missionary.
Anyways, it's like I want to say it, but like, I probably shouldn't. Secondly, they may not understand, and thirdly, sometimes it's like this person or whoever, they don't need to know this. There's not meant to be said. So I'm always put in these like positions sometimes because some people ask me like, so what's going on? I'm like, I just like, yeah, I'm good. You know, this been happening, but I don't really go into details because it's just like the energy is like, nah, they ain't gonna understand it. And it's not that I'm being inauthentic. It's like, no, I can read the energy. We ain't need for to go there. I ain't need for to waste that. It's just good, and everything just flows amazingly. But that's one of the things like I've been like experiencing, and it makes me laugh. And I make a joke about these things because one of the things that I was saying is like, no, my little brother was talking to me about this a while ago. He was like, you have to understand that like you're unique, and everybody else is unique, obviously. But he was just saying like you have to be okay with that, and you have to like walk in that. He was like, there are certain things that it's just differently to you, and you have to be okay with that. And he's hard on me, so he was like, oh, unless you want to be normal and a basic bitch. And I was just like,
Chris said that.
Yeah.
I'm like, Rashad, what? Okay,
no, my little brother. Sorry, twin. But yeah, he was like, unless you want to be normal and a basic bitch. And I'm like, no. But it was just like I was going through this period in life where it was like I was going through a lot of stuff that was very different from other people. And even yes, I would talk to the people about it, but it just never worked. And they just didn't get it. And it was just like, gosh, like, okay, like, dang. So whatever. He was talking to me about that. And so one of the things is like in this particular moment, like I'll go through certain stuff. Or not go through. I experience certain things, and it's like, yeah, I kind of want to share, because people ask, and I want people to be authentic with me, so I want to be authentic with them and let them know. But certain things I have understood that certain people just won't understand it, even when you try to explain it to them. It just sounds really weird.
Yeah, I completely know what that means.
Yeah,
what that feels like. What I've been doing is kind of What I've been doing is I've been finding the middle ground. So if Thaddeus likes channeling and I like mediumship, I'll discuss spiritual things with him because we both have spiritual desires. Because spirituality is a part of the mediumship and a part of the channeling. So I'll just go in between that and have those conversations.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. Yeah, pretty much. Now, do you want some? Do you want some?
I don't.
But you would. Weird. I love it.
It's a weird podcast. It is very weird.
It is very weird. Well, it's Halloween, maybe.
It is Halloween.
Happy Halloween, guys.
What does that mean, though?
I mean, a lot of crazy stuff, I guess, happens. I don't know. I've always liked the energy of Halloween.
Try it another day to me. That's how I feel.
It's not as, I don't know, something's different about this Halloween, though. The energy doesn't feel as light. And I don't know, like the past Halloweens, the energy always was like very thin. It's like how they say like the veil between our world, spirit world, whatever, is like very thin. But I don't know. It like he said, it feels like a regular day, but the energy just doesn't feel like it has been in the past. I don't know. It just feels like like you said, a regular day.
Yeah, like a regular day.
But yeah, that's things I had to learn about myself. Just getting to know more stuff about myself. And understanding that certain things I can share, I can, and certain things I can't. And it's okay with that. And also, too, yeah, people are going to think you're really weird, but I've learned to just really embrace that and just love it. And even even I do the opposite stuff. I'm learning to, when I really need to get to know like myself, sometimes for a good laugh, I'll admit stuff that, I don't know, it may sound like it's kind of against my character. And it makes me laugh. Like, for example, I always do stuff to embarrass myself in a way, just because before I used to be so afraid of that. So I guess I still apply that. But like I put on Facebook, And you guys are probably gonna judge me too, but like I still laugh. What happened?
She just asked if we tune into Dolo. Remember, Karen also mentioned that as well. Dolo the something. Dolo the something. I wrote it down. And my guides actually suggested I contact him because he channels, what I understand. And I've been verbally channeling him lately as well. And I think I'm being called to co-create with him. So we don't tune into him as of now, but I feel like we will. Dolo the pigeon or something. I don't know what his name is. It's something. But yes, not yet, but we will. For sure. I feel like that's in the past. Well, I'm gonna look him up now. Why not?
I don't know who Dolo is.
Remember Karen, what was mentioning you?
I think so, but lightly.
Oh yeah, the pilot man. That's what it was. It was something. I thought it was like an aviator, but he's the pilot man.
What does he do?
My guys described him as an artist because I had nothing. Yeah, so he has music on here. I'm seeing music, but I also know him to be. I was told he channels as well.
Well, he's looking this guy up now. So yeah.
I didn't see myself. Like, that's so weird. I don't know. It's a very weird energy. Very, very weird energy.
Yeah, it is a very weird energy today. Because at first I was thinking, I was like, should we do a podcast though? It's Halloween, but then I was like, just go for it. But
I mean, I think definitely think we use a podcast, but it's like,
well, not that. It was just like the energy is. It's not. I don't really know what to say. The energy is just the energy. It's just, I don't know. It's just different.
I understand.
Yeah, but that's kind of what's been going on with me, guys.
Yeah.
Just learning all these things about different bodies. I was gonna make a joke too. I was talking to Shanita's boyfriend actually, and we've been watching this show. We watched this show called Dragon Ball Super. And I don't know, when I go through these things, it makes me laugh because I'm like, gosh, I feel like I'm like transforming, like I'm going through like Super Saiyan 1, Super Saiyan 2 type stuff. And it's just hilarious, like with the stuff that's been going on with me. But sorry, y'all, I'm eating these cashews. They are like so good. But that's just been me, guys. That's as much as I can say. I guess wrapping it up for me is just, I'm learning that there's more, I'm going to say in my inner space, there is more stuff to discover. And I'm always just curious, like, how can I use this in my everyday life and stuff like that? So that's just what's been going on with myself. Yeah. What happened?
She was referring to what we were saying, as we were saying about Dilo the pilot man, how he channels Archangel Uriel and how he did a recent post on holidays. And she's also saying that I've been hooked on Naruto. Nice. I'm glad, because Naruto is very good and it gets much better. And it goes into a lot of different things that will allow you to utilize your own intuition deeperly.
Yeah.
Deeperly, yes.
It also uses a lot of spiritual stuff in there as well. There's a lot of spiritual contexts, like with chakra. Like you'll see when they use this stuff with chakra, like you have to use physical energy and also spiritual energy to use chakra. You have to mold it together. They also use a lot of different things with like Buddhism and what's the other one? Buddhism and Hinduism. So they use a lot of the references to that. I know it's just really cool. Reincarnation. It's a lot of good stuff in there. It goes deep.
And they're ninjas. I mean, that's pretty badass. The ninjas.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Different clans, all different types of stuff. Yeah. And then
Karen Joe says she's stopping by for a quick hello before I lose connection. Ooh.
What's up, Karen? We just met up with Karen. Friday. Yeah. Karen came down and we visited her. Well, she came and visited us, and we hung out, got some lunch and stuff like that. Karen is like really, really cool, very, very funny. Karen is hilarious. When she comes there, we're not gonna speak this, but I'm gonna speak it. I think Karen's gonna move down here. She don't know she's gonna move down here, but I think she's gonna move down here. It's kind of funny because she's like she's gonna stay up where she's at, But I think she's gonna move down here because she likes it, you know. But we'll see. She likes, you know, the beach.
And I think the thing that's stopping her is the fact that she feels that the dance scene and doing stuff of that creative nature, it only exists in New York. But that's not the case. And that's an intuitive kind of thing I just gave you, because that is not the case. I'm seeing you on the train like fuck, I don't want to do this shit, but I got to because it's here. But it's also in Miami and South Florida in general. It's where you make it. YouTube is everywhere. You can dance your ass on YouTube and people find you anywhere you are. You could be in fucking Zimbabwe, you know? And people will come to you.
How is Zimbabwe around this time of year?
I don't know. What'd you say?
I said, how is Zimbabwe around this time?
Oh, I don't know. I was ready to cut you out, but it wasn't like a slick question. I thought you'd be like slick. I'm like, nigga, I don't know. But you're not being slick. Okay, so
I guess the energies are weird, and
yeah.
I mean, my damn.
I thought you want to say something slick. I don't know. My bad.
See, y'all seeing that I'm really get verbally abused outside of the podcast. Like I'm a victim. Like I just don't say it much. I try to keep this strong demeanor.
Please.
Like before we do stuff, he always tells me, you know, nigga, shut up. You speak when I ask you. That's how he says to me, and I
don't recall.
He never recalls. I'm always abused. Depression, sadness.
Fucking weirdo.
But yeah, Karen. So let me know when you gonna move over here. We're gonna laugh. So
yeah, you moving down here, girl. That's why we're getting at. Basically, you coming down.
So I don't know anything else to really get on.
Either it's kind of weird.
It is a weird podcast.
Yeah,
very weird podcast. But yeah, that's kind of it.
Pretty much. To summarize, getting to know yourself, getting to know the real you is much easier than it seems. It's just a matter of going inside of you and being at peace with what you present yourself with, you know?
And the results are you become like Darius, feeling good.
Yeah, you look better.
Lighter. Mm-hmm. You feeling yourself.
And this is just a process. I'm still going to continue to become more of me because I'm just now shedding, you know, just shedding the outer layers and stuff. It's a weird energy today. So weird. Whatever. It is what it is. Part of the shedding is being at peace with what you're presented with once the shedding is revealed. And the energy, I guess, is part of that shedding as well. But yes, you guys like this video. Make sure you subscribe and just share with others who do not subscribe to our channel and whatnot. That way they can also shed who they truly are and become more authentically themselves. And just be at peace with life. I've been noticing our views have been getting higher, which is great. I'm excited for that. I'm excited to see this channel continue to grow. I'm excited to see others join us. I'm excited to see what you guys provide to the podcast. And we are still interviewing others. We haven't done an interview in a while. We've done 3 thus far, but we will be interviewing other intuitives and things of that nature. We should contact Loretta to see when she's free.
Appreciate it.
Jason, I know, wants to come on. I spoke with him about it. I'm going to text him, actually ask him about that as well. Mm-hmm. But yes, you know, just I'm wanting to continue to bring more people on the podcast. I'm wanting to continue to bring an audience that is willing to be aware of who they authentically exist as. Shanita Love says, I definitely been feeling I'm a shit up in this bitch kind of mood today. That's good. She's been feeling herself basically, which is awesome. That's a great feeling to have. Mm-hmm. Awesome. Just be aware of what you're doing to create that feeling and do more of it. Perhaps you're working out or something, or you're working on your skincare, you know, or you need some cashews. Right. I just want to say that this thing over grubbing.
Like I'm so sure, like these cashews is like on point. But see, me and Darius are being healthy. Like he got his apple. Oh, you gonna show the apple? I mean,
but I didn't like touch it. I didn't eat it. But see, you're later. You're doing the most. I actually made some vegan pasta today, which is hard because you know. Pasta is usually vegan stuff, but I use like veggie noodles. And when you use veggie noodles, if you have like the right serving of it, you're essentially getting all the vegetables you're supposed to have for that day. Isn't that awesome? That's really fucking crazy if you think about it. It's really crazy. It's literally just vegetable, but in the form of pasta, and it's just like normal pasta. I went running today. I did a 9-minute mile for 20 minutes. You know, feeling pretty good. You know, pretty good. Karen says, Karen in Florida, surprise face, LOL.
Yeah, you're going to be here.
Sure, stop playing. Mm-hmm.
We're going to be like, remember when you said you wasn't going to come here? And you here now? Yeah. It's going to be cool.
Mm-hmm.
But I guess that's it. Yeah.
Truly, yeah. So yeah, you guys, as I said before, I'll be doing more videos on my personal YouTube page. You can click on that in the more info box. Will Thaddeus be doing more videos and stuff for his YouTube page?
I'll get back with y'all on that.
So no, that's a no. So in the meantime, go to my website. You know, we shall see. Like Karen says, spaghetti squash is wonderful. You know, it is wonderful. But the thing about me and food, if it's there, I eat it. And healthy food is great and stuff. But what I'm really learning to do is eat smaller portions and being at peace with that. Anyway,
I'm so proud of you.
trying to get his body right. It's coming along greatly, but it's not quite there just yet. But I'm noticing major improvements. But yeah, you guys, I look forward to seeing you next Tuesday. I look forward to any questions you have for us in our email address. I look forward to you sharing this video with others. You know, yeah, life is great, you know.
Life is real good.
It is.
Yeah, I'm assassinating people on a regular, so you know.
And apparently those children are being assassinated as well. They're fucking screaming their ass off.
I ain't killing them, but I'm assassinating people. You know, I'm helping Egypt, you know, on Assassin's Creed Origins right now. So that's what I'm
I need you to finish the game already so I can play it, thanks.
Oh, no, that's going to be returned. Like I told you, you can buy that game.
You return it immediately?
Nigga, yeah.
Why? What are you going to get?
Probably something.
Wow. I don't like your ass.
That's okay. Nigga, you can go buy the game and be at.
I ain't paying for that. I'm good.
Well, okay.
I don't do that much. I was going to play it for free.
Oh.
What are you going to buy, though?
I don't know.
What other game do you want to get now?
I ain't there yet. Let me get there.
I'm going to need you to say, why didn't you turn in Horizon Zero Dawn immediately?
Because when I was finished, you wanted to play it at the time earlier in life.
I want to play Assassin's Creed 2.
Yeah, but I'm returning that. What was different? And you was a different person though.
Sure.
You was nice, so you didn't abuse.
Mind you, he still has one of my Naruto games.
I tried to give it back to him. I said, "You can get it back as soon as you give me back my game." I gave it back. He was like, "Oh, you should just keep it because I'm not going to play it." No, don't even. Don't even.
All I ask is to borrow the game. I live 5 minutes away. He's more than welcome to come to my house, and I can provide the game with him when he desires. But you know, like Horizon Zero Dawn, he let me borrow that, and to say he wanted it, done. You know,
it took some time.
Did it take some time?
I felt like it.
Shut up, please. All right, you guys, this was fun. I'll see you when I see you.
I said all right so many times.
Right? So you want to hang up?
They tired looking at you.
Oh. Whatever, nigga. I look good. So bye, you guys.
Later.
Salutations.
Really? Oh, it's just annoying. It's gonna be weird.
What am I doing that's weird?
But you gonna stop it?
I already did stop it.
Okay.
Bye, you guys.